Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Senate President replies Presidency on Monday on the money they are sending to Nigerians. Senate President Ahmad Lawa has described as unfortunate and baseless a statement made by Mariam Uswa, Special Advisor to the President on Social Investment. Mariam has reacted to comments credited to Lawa and Femi Gbamila, Speaker of the House of Representatives, on the National Security Investment Program (NSIP). Mariam said the comments of the National Assembly leader were regrettable and unfortunate. At a meeting with the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development in Abuja on Tuesday, Mariam and Jamila demanded a reform of the program, while the speaker wondered what the parameters the government was using to implement the program. The Senate President said, "I think we have not been able to reach far out there to get them proper caption of what the program is all about." But a statement, Ola Ayewonyi, Special Advisor on Media to the Senate President, said at the meeting the National Assembly leader made some observation on aspects of the NSIP and commended that the implementation process be reformed and the scheme be backed with legislation to make it more efficient, effective, and accord with the global best practice. Although the official press statement issued at the end of the meeting clearly conveyed the deliberation and resolution of the meeting, some mispresentations appeared in the reports by one or two newspapers, the media aide said. Also, there was no mention of 2 trillion or any other amount whatsoever in the statement. Virtually all other media houses published or broadcast the press statement accordingly except for the error reported mentioned above. The comments at the meeting were not made to derogate any official, but to make the scheme more effective in the delivery of her credit mandates. And these comments were taken by the Honorable Minister and her delegations. The minister was honest enough to admit that the NSIP had more challenges and also belligerent with the initiative, which she has yet battling with to explain what it's all about. The leadership of the National Assembly would not have been suggested in enabling legislation of the NSIP if it is not believed in the revolution of the scheme. Awoyeni said the mispresentation made Usman to issue a rejoindable conditioning unfortunate misappropriation of the funds and all that has been going on with the scheme. We therefore take strong exception to the words by the presidential aides that a rejoining was issued towards safeguarding an entitlement of the poorest of Nigerian citizens whose benefits are likely to cease because they are not given or known or connected to the NASS members or any other person of influence. The instrumentation of this is unfair, and the members of the National Assembly, our entire body, regard this program as baseless. The Vice President is sharing this program, so we'd like to know what this program is all about, what it has been, and what has been the benefits to the Nigerian people. Well, guys, we remember yesterday there was a news report that the person of Professor Osinbajo was under attack from the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives regarding this very unit, what they were doing. Remember that President Muhammadu Buhari made the Vice President to chair this committee the elevation of Nigerian people, the poorest, and to make sure that reliefs get to these people. But since it's not one of them, can you believe that the Senate, the House of Rep, and even Mrs. Buhari are all probing, finding out what the program is all about, what it has done, where has the money gone to, where is the money, what did they use it for, and the spectacles are all on regarding this matter. Remember yesterday that we said one of the special aides to Buhari replied the House Speaker as well as the Senate President that their statement was unfair, baseless, and that they need to desist from what they were doing. So this has sparked up response by the Senate President saying that they missed out, that they needed to audit for the 2 trillion, what the money was meant for, who has received this money, what is going on, and all that about this money. So that has been the bone of contention, and people are asking, okay, so what did you do with the money? What exactly is going on? Where are we as to this program? And the person of some time ago, during this whole coronavirus thing, Buhari, they started a committee to look into National Social Investment Program. So President Muhammadu Buhari asked the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo to chair this National Social Investment Program, code NSIP. And they gave them a certain amount of money, about 2 trillion naira precisely, to work with, to help the people of Nigeria to be able to carry out investment and to do some other things. Apparently, this did not sit down well with a lot of people like the Senate President, the House of Representatives, the Speaker, Mrs. Buhari. She even then, when President Muhammadu Buhari said the Vice President to chair it because, Abba Karim is not around. The person that gives advice is not around. So I don't know who else Buhari is taking counsel from or advice. But however, immediately they said, Buhari's wife said no, that she doesn't think it's a good idea for the vice president. There is no basis for this program. Why is this program being held, and why is the vice president chairing it, and all that. So those have been some of the bone of contention over this matter. And so Buhari's wife, kicked against it. The Speaker of the House and the Senate President, everybody saying no. It's as if he has done something unspeakable. They started going on and on about it. So one of the aides to President Muhammadu Buhari, the person of Miriam, she was the one that gave the audit regarding what has been happening with the money, what they have spent, and all that. And they are quite not very happy with what she said. And now the Senate President is replying the presidency, saying, we are not saying that they did not do this program. We are saying we are putting safeguarding in place. Can you imagine the Senate President speaking? This is Nigeria. These same people are not saying. I'm not saying that they should eat money. I'm not in any way supporting them, because politicians are not your friend. You think today that you're a friend, you are supporting one group. Before you know it, you will hear what the other group has done, and in fact, it's so disheartening. So that's why I am neither for PDP or APC. I stand with the general public. I stand with the common man on the street who does not know any politician and who does not have any influence with politics in Nigeria. The common man on the street who cannot go to any of their offices, who just wants to, live his life, go about his daily activity, and should feel the impact of democracy, such as good roads, electricity, good schools for their children to go. So they don't have to go and pay heavy school fees for their children to go to proper 9 schools to get properly educated. They don't have to, go on the road and be threatened and be afraid that and the roads are not good, they're going to have an accident, things like that. And also they have confidence in our health system to say, if I go to the hospital, there are medications, there are equipment, there are medical personnel present to look after me, and I know that anything that has that need medical attention can be dealt with. That's what the common man on the street is after. It's not whether Buhari is not. Just put things in place. Nigerians are not asking for too much. So my people, now the matter be this: the Senate President has replied. The Presidency is saying, and we are just saying we should safeguard safeguard. Safeguard what? They are all the same people. That's why I keep telling people, see, don't go and start fighting for one politician. You are deceiving yourself. They know what they are doing. They are friends at the end of the day. They know how they meet. You'll be surprised now. After coronavirus, there'll be a party. They all will be there dancing and cheering, and you are there making enemies because of them. My dear, know what I'm on. Anyway, don't forget to thumbs up, like, and share. Subscribe if you never subscribe. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.